Today we're going to talk about heat technology, and for that we're going to go back to before there was any kind of heat technology. We're going to go back 1,000,000 years ago with the Homo erectus. So the Homo erectus had to face many dangers throughout his life. Dangerous animals, lack of food, but especially the climate with a cold weather, rain and lightning. But maybe in his luck, the Homo erectus discovered fire. At first he could only use fire to cook food, but soon enough, at around 400,000 years ago, humans, now Homo sapiens, were able to create fire. At that point, they used it as a tool and they felt very strong. That was probably a big leap for heat technology. We wouldn't see such a big leap until many years ago, because after that, the heat technology development stalled. So we had the early men, the Homo sapiens, that used it just as a fire pit like that. Then Romans also used fire during the antiquity. They could make the heat go through their house through vents, but they still used fire. During the Middle Ages, the knights weren't even able to have a central heating like the Romans did. They could only have fire pits, or they did invent the chimneys. Even during the Renaissance, which is a time of great development and discoveries, the primary heat technology was still fire. We had to wait until the 1800s, so 200 years ago, before there was an explosion of different technologies. For example, the stove, which you might have in your home. There's electrical heat. We invented ovens. We invented solar heating. Maybe you're using a hair dryer. Maybe you're using a microwave. I'm sure here in Yellowknife some of you use hand warmers as well. These are all different types of heat technologies. All these different types are all part of what we call our standard of living. So today we need most of these technologies to be comfortable. But back when we were at the early man, he didn't need all of that to be comfortable, although I'm sure he would have been quite happy to have them. So, to recap, technologies developed quickly in the last 200 years. Before that, it was only fire that humans were able to use, and the standard of living is what you need to live comfortably. So now tell me, what do you use at home to be comfortable? What is part of your standard of living? What heat technologies are part of your standard of living?